Hello folks, welcome back to this session. So waneno, we are going to look at the New York session. Kumacha twabadde ne market yabadde too crazy, and most people lost money both on live and demo accounts. It is okay, it's never too late. So tujja kola analysis mu New York session. We are always 30 minutes ahead of the market, okay? 30 minutes ahead of the market. Let's have a look at the dollar, what the dollar is doing now, because the dollar tulaba tuinawo uptrend. The dollar is buying and it has actually managed to run above an old high. You know, high bamaze ogitwala, okay? Higher June 14th. We've traded above that high. So let's go to trading view. So ketulabe ku DXY. So ketulabe ku DXY, what we have here. Daily chart. So price is buying, it is really buying. But we get a monthly chart ku dollar. We're going to see that okay, price is buying, it is uptrend, buying, maybe we are going for this high here. Okay, tuyinza okubanga tugenda for this high, but tujja funa retracement here for a few days, then we buy running above this high. What drives the market? It is the news, okay? Amawulire giga tambuza market speed nnyo kweno, speed gyolabye dollar gye yatambuliddeko. That is the news. When the euro is selling, the dollar will have to buy. When the euro is buying, the dollar will have to sell, okay? So keep that in your mind. The dollar is already running above old highs on monthly chart, and I'm looking at this high here. But tetujja jitwala in next week over. No, we shall keep rallying, then for a retracement. Just like you see here, we had a rally, consolidation, then tufunye rally endala ku dollar. Though abasinga we were expecting bearishness, but the market makers balaba kirala. So simply because this kati mweno high tujja funa consolidation before we come to this high here, okay? Tetujja kudduka omulundi gumu, tujja beera nika consolidation waka indecision, something like this. It's what I'm looking at, okay? Before we come to that level, I'm seeing the market go like this, okay, till it takes this high here. Well, if it happens, ne chiri rare nnyo kusanga market nga edduka emisinde bweti. Give me your pair, currency pair gyoyagala tradinga. We do the analysis together. We do the analysis together here, then to labe chidda maaso. You give me your pair to call analysis, then we see the way forward. I am waiting for you. Analysis, if you don't have any currency pair that we're interested in, let's look at how the markets are behaving. So the dollar, this is the dollar. Let's minimize. So on my left hand side, the upper corner, twina euro. Still the left hand side, lower corner, twina USD. Then one we have to have the card GBP, however the USD. My right hand side, the upper corner, we have the pound here. Then the right hand side, lower corner, twina Canadian dollar. So the Canadian dollar is still buying since morning till now. It is still a uptrend. Then katugende ku quotes. Quotes, what do I mean? Zino zolaba, zino zi Japanese yen, CHF, Aussie or Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. This is what I look at. This is how I look at the market. So I have more than one screen whereby emu endaga quotes endala nendaga the major pairs, currencies zenjagala okutradinga. Okay, so I don't just jump into charts. Okay, sifa bufiga gaveri nembuka nengenda ku chart. So here, if we are to trade the New York session, what do? We are going to look for a consolidating pair against a consolidating currency against the trending currency. So wano tulaba ku Aussie erimu gundi erimu consolidation, and we have belief nti ejja kubeerezamu wansi. Okay, ekyali mu downtrend. Then we tudda ku dollar. If we come back to the dollar, the dollar is buying, seriously buying. So let's look at the Aussie dollar, AUD USD. AUD USD ku trading view, 15 minutes chart. AUD USD. Oh, sorry. AUD USD. I'm only looking for institutional levels for entry. Okay, I'm only looking for institutional levels for entries. Okay, yamaze dokirida wansi. I was looking at this area here. Yes, I was looking at this area, and yamaze dokirida wansi. So the other thing that you're going to do is, one, why is it trading like this? Lwaki AUD USD eri kukirida wansi? It is very simple. The dollar is buying here, and the Australian dollar is dropping. Ate wano musonda on my right hand side, the lower corner on my right hand side, erimu consolidation right here. That is why we see this magic ku AUD USD. Order blocks, institutional levels, order blocks ne imbalances tezija kuyamba in such a scenario. The only things that are going to help you out kutunulira cots ne gundi ne. So the CHF was repricing ate tulaba eringa yagala otuwamuka uptrend wano. So what you do is, one, look for a consolidating pair against this one, or a trending pair already. A trending currency. Let's look at the CHF JPY. No, they are all buying. Let's look at the CHF NZD or NZD CHF. NZD CHF. Things of now downtrend. Okay. One oku 50 level to amazeda okufuna something. 50 level here. What time of the day was this? This was at 6 o'clock in the morning. Okay, close to this. We'll cause a smart trading entry. Okay, let's wait and see if it will come back to the smart trading entry. Then you execute the trade. I have that belief. Okay, we would really want to see it come back to the 40 level. So if it comes back to the 40 level, you're going to look for opportunities to enter the market, but I don't see it coming back here. Now this market is dropping like this kubanga the CHF is buying. Okay, the CHF is buying, and the New Zealand botunula wano. Okay, when you look here, the New Zealand is selling and the CHF is buying. So this is what I want you to look for. Every time you want to trade, these are the things you look at. Currency. So if you're going to trade the new NZD JPY, nera nayo ebeja kuwa move nungi. NZD JPY, let's look at NZD JPY. Nayo ebeja kuwa move nungi. Reason being, the New Zealand dollar is selling and the Japanese yen is buying. Entries ozinonyeza ku institutional levels. So this is the 80 level. We twogerera tuli ku 80 level. Very simple, folks. Very simple. Kastotegera smart money concepts. You have nothing to lose. So once you are 80 level, we have a smart trading entry, which is the 70 level. So this 70 level, I will mark the 70 level. If price ever comes back to the 70 level, ngemazo trading wansi, I'm going to look for my entry. As long as okay, yatuwa the entry ku smart trading entry kwenye nini right here. Okay, this was supposed to be your entry. Then price dropped. Okay, below the 80 level we have a smart trading entry, which is the 70 level. CHF buying, the Swiss or the New Zealand selling. GAPY, it is buying the Aussie Elimo consolidation. Those are the quotes. So tugende ku major pairs, the dollar is buying, the euro is consolidating here. It is repricing. Netekitegeeza nti ejja kuwambuka waggulu. No, it is still dropping. It is just repricing. So we see the pound is also selling, and the Canadian dollar is rising. So we're tugenda ku GBP card. We are looking for institutional levels. We are only looking for institutional levels. So this is the GBP card. Now, which level is this one? This is a smart trading entry to 70 level, right there. Okay, right there. 70 level, 55.70. Okay, so what is happening? Let's come back here. The Canadian dollar is buying, the pound is selling. So what are you going to do when it comes to the GBP card? You know what to do exactly here. Okay, a chocola already got your mind. This is an 80 level. We have an 80 level above, then we have a smart trading entry here. Okay, so this is a perfect place. This is a perfect place. You just have to be careful with the this is the pound is selling and this other one is buying. So right here, let's execute a trade. Where we're putting our stop loss. Well, I don't want to risk more than I can afford to lose. I'm doing this on paper trading. How many pips are you looking for? You're looking for something like GBP card. Okay, we have another trade already running. One of GBP card trade yesterday's trade right here. So I'm going to close it, take my profits, then execute another trade. Okay, so let's sell there. Invest the money you can afford to lose. Don't invest more than what you have on your account. Okay, we are not trading against the trend. We are just using our concepts. So if the Canadian dollar reprices once and this other one buys, baja tutwala mpaka wagulu. Okay, baja tutwala mpaka ngaku 0 level. So we'll take a stop loss here around up there. But if you can't afford to lose that, then so we are dropping mpola. Let's see. Let's give it some time. Let me also see what I have on my live account. Okay, execute 1 and 2. Okay, do not risk more than you can afford to lose. Do not risk more than you can afford to lose. So stop loss, let me put my stop loss wagulu. So how many pips are they? Let me see. I am risking $2. Okay, I am risking $2. Which price level? That is a 60 level. So let me put my stop loss 60 level. My stop loss 60 level. Okay, I'm just going to do that right now on my live account. 60 level. Okay, 60 level. Okay, let's see. 55.60. 60. Okay, so okay. Modify position, stop loss. Modify position. Okay. So tulimu trade there. You can keep adjusting your stop loss. Noji kiriza wansi if you are afraid. But what is giving me confidence is that the pound up here is dropping, and the Canadian dollar, it is buying here. Yadde eri consolidation, but I'm trusting the pound to drop. If the pound comes below these lows, okay, now how much money are we willing to lose? Well, I am willing to lose $2 with 39 cents on my live account. Okay, I'm willing to lose this amount of money here, right here. Because this is a 70 level as our smart trading entry. Because this is a 70 level as our smart trading entry. If price kicks us out, it's okay. Okay, do not chase price yet, okay? Temo chasing a price. So let's go ahead and do our analysis ku card JPY. We are using two entries. We are using institutional levels and smart trading entries to execute our trades. We are not chasing price. Okay, we are not chasing price. We are only using two levels. So waliwo ayagala GBP USD. Let's look at the pound dollar. But before we go to the pound dollar, we already know that the pound is selling and that the dollar is buying right here. Fine, and use okuba ekiridde wansi to reprice, but tekitegeeza nti you are not going short. You're only using which levels? Institutional levels and smart trading entries. So eyabadde agamba nti this is an order block. Okay, now this is why I don't want you to use retail concepts to trade using order blocks. Nebisigadde. This level has been broken. I highlighted this same level yesterday for someone. Now, why is it selling like this? Why is the GBP JPY like this? It is because the pound, tulabye momentum ku pound here. The pound is dropping seriously, and the Japanese yen, wetugenda ku quotes, the Japanese yen right here, it is buying. So price won't respect your retail concepts as order blocks, nebisigadde ne supply and demand. It will just go through that, okay? Ejazi itamu zonna. Oba oyina trend line, oba oyina indicator, they won't respect those levels, okay? They will not respect those levels. So which one are we looking at? We are looking at the GBP USD. Chemanyi nayo erimu downtrend. Let's look for smart trading entries before you execute your trades. So the GBP USD already yatulese. Okay, we don't have a retracement. What I would want to see on the GBP USD, it is this drop, then a retracement to institutional level. It must be either 80, 50, or smart trading entries. Okay, smart trading entries could 70 and 40. One of the two zinjagala okulaba. Okay, zino endala tezijja kunkolera. Okay, zino endala tezijja kunkolera. If price drops jireke, it will come back to you. Okay, if it drops, just leave it. It will come back to you. So let's see. This is the USD JPY, GBP USD. Already yakulese USD CHF. USD CHF. Let's first look at the base. So which one is USD? The USD is trying to reprice here. Wano wagulu. Okay. 101C in the left, on my left hand side, lower corner here. This is the dollar. Let's look at the Swiss. Now when you look at the CHF here, the CHF is also repricing. So bogenda ku pair ojafuna consolidation. USD CHF, you are going to get a consolidation, and which we have right there. Now on which level? Tuliku 50 level, around the 50 level. And we all know that it is buying, okay? We all know that zona zilimu uptrend. Okay, tulabanti zona zilimu uptrend. So what are you going to do here? I still see us buy here or consolidate. So one has to drop for the other one to make us money. Okay, one has to drop for the other one to make us money. I don't know why my things have closed. Yeah. I was trading and my orders are closed. I don't know why. Why will they close? Let's go back to trading view to have it. Because it is impossible for. Okay, this is the GBP card. GBP card, smart trading entry. Let's look at the two. How are they behaving? Okay, GBP is dropping. The Canadian dollar is here. Let me sell again. Let me enter the market again. Sell one, sell two. Enough for me. Okay, let's go on. Trade zange zibadde zejjeeko zokka, and the pound is giving us something. Let me see the Canadian dollar, because my Canadian dollar wano a freezing. I can't see anything. Let me refresh this website here. Let me refresh this website. Okay, card. Oh, the Canadian dollar is dropping. The Canadian dollar is dropping, and so is the pound. Okay, the Canadian dollar is dropping. Canadian dollar irimo downtrend yo ngayo. Kino ki website kinnimbye. I think computer yange badde freezing. So let's see which one is which. Canadian dollar erimo downtrend. That's why we have that indecisive move called smart trading entry. And if the pound reprices, twinza okufiirwa that trade. Let me minimize Forex global. Canadian dollar erimu downtrend. Twins obutafunayo akawogo kweyo pair GBP card, simply because the two are dropping, and if the pound doesn't, if the Canadian dollar doesn't reprice okudda waggulu, then kiba kitulidde. Let's see euro. And guys, we are not supposed to lose money. Okay, that is the Number one rule, we are not supposed to lose money. So this is why you're not supposed to trade currencies as it could dropping. Okay, once the two currencies are dropping, you're not supposed to do that. But let's wait and see if it reprices. If the card buys, then trend in Jakogira. Okay, if the Canadian dollar buys, because this one is selling $1, and 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. You close that trade, because you just close that trade, and I'm going to close mine here. If the Canadian dollar doesn't buy, you close that trade, because we see pound eyagala repricing. Okay, if the Canadian dollar doesn't buy, you close the trade. I don't want you to lose money. Okay, I am closing mine. I don't want you to lose money, because we are not here to lose, we are here to earn something. Okay, so I've closed mine, and because your cents maker just sound like $1, but I wouldn't want to stay in that market. The two currencies are dropping. Okay, so let's go to another one. Let's go to USD card, GBP, JPY. Which one do you think will be the TP of GBP, JPY? Okay, let me show you on GBP, JPY. We know that the GBP is buying since morning, and the JPY has been buying since morning, and the GBP is pushing price lower. The GBP is selling. So what do you do here? It's very simple. Go back olabe awali stop losses za retailers ku GBP, JPY. Okay, GBP, JPY. Negalononya wali stop losses is a retailer. This was the first stop, the first take profit. Look for an institutional level below this. We are coming to the 50. Now, wobo mazo kola pip season nyingi Emerson, wobo mazo kola. You can still hold the trade, but believe me, it will reprice enzokuwa this low maybe tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. This low here, because it is selling, it will have to reprice come to an institutional level, then it drops. Okay, teja dropping munga. So if you can't hold the repricing or the retracements, you can close, wait for an institutional level. Again, repricing, then you do what? You move with the trend. Okay, you move with the trend. So I repeat, if you had already executed the card, the GBP card, you close that trade, simply because I hate seeing both currencies fall. Obato ina chokola ngabolaba wano GBP card. Okay, obato tokola sente, you're just a bit of consolidation, just like you see here. Okay, fine, smart trading entry, but they are both doing what? They are both selling, and anything can happen here. The market can go against you. Safe side of the market, anything can happen. So the GBP card, if you had already executed, we were supposed to sell here if the card was buying, but since the card is dropping and the pound is also dropping, we are aborting that. Okay, that is something we are closing. Let's look at the USD. Okay, let's look at the USD. So the USD is buying, the pound is selling, the card is selling, and the euro is repricing. Look for institutional levels to enter the market here. Let's look at the euro USD. So EU euro USD, We are looking for 50 levels, institutional levels, and smart trading entries. So what do we have here? Consolidation katono. Let's watch the dollar, what the dollar is doing. The dollar is consolidating, and so is the euro. What do you expect on the euro? We expect a drop on the euro. We still expect this one to also maybe okudako katono nyo wansi to reprice. That is if it runs above an old high. Okay? We believe that dollar is still buying, but twagala gira bange kolachi ngetuwayo ka gundi katono. Ngetuwayo ka retracement katono. And this one is also giving us a retracement. So what do you expect on the euro? I want to see something like this, then drops. Then I want to see something small, then it rallies again, okay? Something small, then it rallies, something like this, then it buys. So since the two currencies are doing the opposite, I repeat, we closed our trade ku pound Canada because they are both selling. Okay, they are both selling, and I wouldn't want to go against the market makers. It is okay, things are dropping, but here, okay, this is what I wanted to see. If the Canadian dollar is buying and this one dropping, then these are the results. Okay, these are the results. What I don't want is go against the trend. Okay, that is a good move. That is a good move. That is a good move. It dropped once. Maybe it wants to trade below these lows. Then okay. But look for card pairs, GBP pairs, the pound pairs. USD card, we've looked at that. Which one do you think will be the TP? We've also looked at that because I'm confused. GBP AUD. Let's first look at the GBP. The GBP is selling, and the Australian dollar is also doing what? It's also consolidating. And in a consolidation, yeah, sell. Okay, it is still going to sell down here. The GBP, AUD, Zinesawa, you can sell. You're only looking for institutional levels. But once the AUD starts dropping, you're going to do what? You're going to look for ways to leave that pair alone. So the GBP AUD, you're going to look for institutional levels to sell. And tulinga bakereye moko, but we have the 80 level here. So this is what you're going to do. Eyes on the GBP AUD. Reason being, the GBP, sorry, the AUD, the Aussie is consolidating. So if price breaks there, you're going to wait for it to come back to either 80 level or 70 level, then you sell. Why are we selling? Because we want to see the pound, the pound selling. Okay, if the pound comes for this low, okay, you see this low right here, low. Let me see if I can mark that. We have this low right there. If the pound comes for that low, then we are good to go. Okay, if the pound comes for that low, then we are good to go. Right there. So GBP card, abachalimo trade eyo. The thing is dropping, and the other one is repricing. So let's look at which other one. Euro card. The euro is selling and the Canadian dollar is selling. So let's wait and see. Kumacha, wow, this is nice. Tufunye reprice. Let's look at the smart trading entry somewhere. We have a 70 level. Let's look for a 70 level on that pair right there. Tuliku smart trading entry. Above that we have the 80 level. So this is what you're going to do. Eyes on that pair. Which one is it? The euro card. So this is the Canadian dollar Canadian dollar yino, then a euro nayo yino 1C. So I believe tujja beera nika consolidation kweyo pair for few minutes here. Tuyinza ofunayo ka consolidation wekati. Okay, tuyinza ofuna ka consolidation here. Then it drops. Why? Because the euro is consolidating to drop 1. But if the Canadian dollar doesn't buy, we bategenze mu uptrend. Believe me, tujasigalanga tukyali mu consolidation. Okay, the GBP card is still pushing lower. No problem, no worries, okay? No problem, don't chase price and don't go against the trend. No consolidation, you know, it is caused by that curve view that we've just seen, okay? This thing here. We are not interested in this. This is what we're interested in. Such moves, okay? We're interested in such moves. There. So tetwagala consolidations. We are interested in moves where it about. Okay, so we are not. That's why we're not using support and resistance levels. Okay, we are not using support and resistance levels. Where would you put your take profit? Well, you will put your take profit below this. How much money is that? Well, you're risking $1. You're risking $2 to earn $5.5. $5 with 55 cents. It is okay, Siwabi. It is very fine, but you don't want to go against the trend. The Canadian dollar is still dropping and the pound is still dropping, so we are going to expect consolidation here. Ngabola consolidation around here. You see this consolidation here. So let's get another pair. GBP card, GBP AUD Sharif. Those are nakuzemu. If we come back, the tulaba Australian dollar, the pound is dropping and the Australian dollar is consolidating here. Okay, on my right hand side, lower corner, this one here, it is consolidating. If it buys, chiba chirungi chiba chituyamba ku GBP card. Okay, chiba chituyamba. You're missing what I said on USD card. Let me go back to the dollar card. So this is the dollar. The dollar is buying and the Canadian dollar is dropping. If the Canadian dollar reprices, but you need to know that the Canadian dollar is buying. Okay, the Canadian dollar is in an uptrend. So it being in an uptrend, okay, we might get this drop due to maybe fundamentals, the news, maybe sigade, but techitegeeza it will still be a downtrend now. Tujafunamu a move up. So which high are you targeting? You're looking at this high right here. When I'm looking at a high, I am looking at this high here. Okay, your high jembantunulako. Rather this high. So let it do whatever it wants to do down. Castemper sign of bullishness. I'm looking at that high being taken before I relax. So the pound, the card is selling and the dollar is buying. So Wogenda ku USD card, you're going to look for entries. Which entries? Institutional levels. You want to look for institutional levels only. You're not using imbalance. So this is the USD card. It's been buying since morning. Ate erimo pips inga 10 plus. Egenda mo pips 15. So if you delayed in the morning, this thing has those are all over. I think you see what is happening here. Because the dollar has been buying since morning. Dollar ebademo uptrend since morning. Ate Canadian dollar ebademo consolidation since morning. Then after the consolidation here ya vuddewo nekolachi nekirira wansi, so yayambye USD to keep buying there. Okay, yayambye USD to keep buying. So what you do is very simple. Do not chase price here. Tolaba bino no ingira akatale no. If you didn't enter here, chiba chiwedde. Okay, if you didn't enter here, chiba chiwedde. Why here? Because it is an institutional level. You're not going to chase price. Otherwise, if you chase price, bijagana, biobala bijagana. When you're buying out, yet it wants to reprice, then you find yourself being kicked out of the market. Euro USD, I hope Isaac otegede kyembadde ntegeeza ku Euro card. Sorry, the dollar card, USD card. Euro JPY. Let's first look at the JPY. The JPY is buying and the Euro is selling. Okay, the JPY is buying and the Euro is selling. Now, eyo chemanyi yamaze dda okola sente zaayo. Yo already yamaze dda okola sente zaayo, Euro JPY. Yakutuwadde retracement ku this level here, the 0 level. Neberezaamu ng'ekola ki? Ng'esellinga. Let's look at the 20. Okay, we have the 20 level, just 10 pipettes. 20 right there, 20 level. So what time was this? At 7:30 o'clock in the morning, the New York time. Okay, it dropped. This is the retracement I'm talking about, folks. Okay, and the retracement gentegeza. Let price go, then when it comes back to an institutional level, you're looking for your entry. Okay, because if you sold here, by the time it came back one consolidating already, you are feeling too bad. That one I know. That one I know. So GBP card to have a sign in Unji. The pound is selling, the Canadian dollar is buying. Boba wasigademo trade Charlie Mukasente, but I hate seeing two dropping currencies. That's why I had to leave. Card JPY, you know, card JPY. Okay, 10D card JPY. Can you still enter the market here? Well, wait for the euro to first give you a sign to go short. Okay, so called in the euro a sign to go short. If it is a retracement, you know kubanga retracement etegerekeka for you to enter, because once you sell here, if you sell here, unless Japanese yen kasite yambuka mu misinde speed nyo wagulu, that is when you're safe. But if the Japanese yen is still doing what I'm seeing here, as long as the JPY is still rejecting this now, change agalo tegere kirala kiri nti 72 level, this level was rejected ku Japanese yen, this 72 price level. So wano tuyinza ofuna reprice Japanese yen eyinza okudda mu ka downtrend katono. Okay, because this level was rejected the other day on July 1st. So it is still coming back there, which is too soon. Okay, eyangu yokudda, so tuyinza ofuna rejection there to go short. Of a rejection there to go short. Let's look at which one? The Euro JPY, then CAD JPY. Canadian dollar, it is selling and the Japanese yen is buying. What do you do? CAD JPY. CAD JPY, where are you? So the CAD JPY bakuwadde another opportunity to enter the market ku institutional level. Which institutional level? The 20 level. Okay, bakuwadde opportunity ku 20 level, right around there. Okay, they gave you an opportunity to enter the market there. Then it dropped. Okay, you wait. By time of 20 level consolidation, you're looking at the 20 level for your entry. Okay, you're looking for 20 level for your entry. This time we are no longer looking at time and price, because you already know that you have to trade past midnight, the New York time. So this time, what are you doing? You're waiting for an institutional level to be broken. Price comes to that level, then boom. Now we have another level down here, a market, where the market is coming, where price is coming now. If you come back here, euro, the euro is consolidating, and when you look at the Japanese yen, the Japanese yen nayo inzo kuba erikola ebintu byebimu, and we might expect bearishness ku Japanese yen. So do not rush yet. They are patient. They are a little bit patient. The New Zealand dollar, it is trying to reprice. The Australian dollar is still consolidating. Then the CHF is also repricing to maybe buy. Okay, echayagala bera uptrend, or maybe it wants to sell, but wano tulabanti we've been buying, and we might still see the CHF buy. So if the pound is selling and the CHF is buying, you want to look for the GBP CHF. Do not trade the GBP NZD, because that currency pair has the biggest spread ever. Eyinza okuwa spread ya 40 pips or lose 30 pips. So do not tempt yourself trading the GBP NZD, the pound New Zealand dollar. Don't tempt yourself. Never funa entry enungi etya, you'll never earn money from that pair. So let's look at which pair was it. The GBP, the GBP, the AUD JPY, the AUD JPY. So amaso ku screen yo. Let me just have a soundtrack. So we move on to the next thing, to Chalimo analysis. We are still analyzing the market. So if you have anything giving you headache, please let's work on it together. That's why I'm here. Katuchikoleko fembi. If you have anything giving you headache, you just the NZD USD, the New Zealand dollar is right here, repricing to either go short, and the US dollar is buying. So what do you do there? When you visit the NZD USD, you will definitely have to go short. Okay, you definitely have to sell. Reason being, the dollar is buying and the New Zealand dollar is selling. Okay, the United States dollar is buying and the New Zealand dollar is selling. The AUD USD, Australian dollar, United States dollar. Gabulijo, the Australian dollar is consolidating and the American dollar is buying. So what are we going to see there? Nera tulimuka consolidation katononyo ku AUD USD. If we visit the chart, AUD USD tulimu consolidation. That's that one, I'm sure. Consolidation, yes, here. Now what price level? This is the zero level. Once we're zero level, we have other levels. So if the dollar, the United States dollar keeps buying and the Australian dollar keeps selling, jukirana between a consolidation, I don't know for how long we're going to consolidate around this area, but chenda bachiri inti, we have the likelihood of price giving us a failure swing somewhere here before it drops one. See, over is all dropping omulundi gumu. So if it does that, gatuli wano, you're going to use which level? You're going to use this level. If you're going to use, you look for a 50 level, and okay, you just keep watching price here, because in elimu consolidation, and I think the United States dollar nayo elimu consolidation. Where is the dollar? Right here. So if we look at the United States dollar, we see that it is consolidating. Okay, right here. So what you do, you wait for it to do what? To give you a chance to go against the other pair. If it keeps buying, you're going to sell to NZD. Was it AUD USD? Okay, AUD USD you're going to sell. If the United States dollar goes high, you're going to sell. Wachi, this one is indecisive here, yet this one is buying. Okay, so ekyo kiba kitegeeza nti United States dollar esinze New Zealand dollar amaanyi, sorry, Australian dollar. The pound Swiss. So we see the CHF here, it is also consolidating, and the pound is dropping. Okay, this is the pound is dropping here. If I may do this, I show you right there. The pound is dropping, and the Swiss franc is also consolidating here. Now you're looking for institutional levels. For entry, GBP CHF. Jukida nakugambye, you're not going to look at the GBP New Zealand, because the New Zealand, okay, so we have almost the same thing. So we have a smart trading entry right there. Okay, to a smart trading entry, we also have the 80 level. What you're going to do is wait for price to drop. I am sure ejakuda wagulu, you look for an entry. Okay, wait for price to drop, as long as this one is still consolidating. If it buys, it's a good sign. If it buys, it's a good sign, because it is going to go low, then it comes back. Our institutional level. So this is which one are we working on? We are working on the Swiss franc, the GBP CHF. So when you look at the CHF here, the CHF is also consolidating. What you don't want to do is you don't want to find a selling price against a selling currency against the selling currency. No, you want to see one buying, the other one selling. Okay, you want to see one buying and the other one selling. So wano tulimu consolidation. But I would want to see this currency run above this high here. For me to be interested in it, I would want to see it run above that high. You see those highs there? If we take those highs, okay, if we take those highs, I'll be looking for a drop to Swiss franc. Okay, if we take those highs, I'll be looking for a drop. Why? They are relative equal highs. If I zoom in, if I expand the chart, this is the CHF, this is the Swiss franc, relative equal highs. Above them, I will be looking at either the 174 to push price lower above these highs here. If it comes for this high, well, everything is possible in the forex market. So our GBP CHF, if this one buys and Wagulu while the GBP is selling, it is a good sign. Okay, it is a good sign. So look for an institutional. Let's go ahead and look for an institutional level with GBP CHF. GBP CHF, we have the 80 level that price is running from. So if the CHF keeps consolidating here before it runs above this high, we already see that the pound is selling. The CHF sells. If the CHF sells, I am sure we shall have something like this here. Okay, then you sell one. Okay, you need to see things before they happen. You need to be ahead of the market. You need to be ahead of the market. So where do you put your take profit? Well, 50 to 100 pips are enough for you. Euro USD or GBP CHF on Tegede sending the Ivan. Jidamo, the Swiss franc, we want to see trade above this high. So intentions of franc, if it is to trade above this high, which I'm seeing, and the pound selling, okay, and if the pound is selling, oyinza okwetaaga entries ku only institutional levels. You're not just entering the market like a blind man. You wait for price to trade through the institutional level. Then when it comes back to that level, that's your entry. What are we avoiding? We are avoiding things like you being right, but you close the charts before the market gives you what you expect from it. So it has crossed the 80 level. Don't sell, don't chase price yet. You wait for you to come there. Okay, you wait for you to come here. When you're trading, it's okay. Price will always come back to the 80 levels, and price will always come back to the institutional levels. Believe me. So don't chase price. You can keep this for yourself. You can save this for yourself. Oyinza okwesivingira GBP CHF. Okay, no much. Okay, ninawo akawogo kangao, and you keep quiet. Okay, that is how you do it. You want to see it trade through, then comes back, then you take the trade. I hope we are clear. Euro USD, the euro is still here and the dollar is also here. So if the dollar buys and the euro drops, you're selling. Let's go ahead and look for possible entries, ways to enter the market. So let's look at the euro USD. Euro USD consolidation around the zero level. This has been a strong move down. Katulinde tulabe. Katulinde tulabe. Which level would I use? Well, let me look for a 40 level around here. Let me look for a smart trading entry. Okay, it is very far. We have the 50 level there. We have a zero level. Wait for this market, wait for this pair to form something serious, because at the moment tewali chintu chili serious. This is just something indecisive that you wouldn't want to take. Okay, this is something that you wouldn't really want to take as yet. So in that one, sit in institutional level, have an institutional level here, but you don't want to trade against the trend. Wobera downtrend, you won't find yourself buying. Wobera uptrend, you won't find yourself selling. What do I mean? The euro is selling. We are all waiting for a retracement, including I myself. So we see the Canadian dollar selling and the pound selling. When we go back to what we had at first, the GBP card, the market is just not moving. It is just there and it is coming back to hit our stop loss. So the other folks that I gave this signal at first, you can close that trade, because tewali wokalungi kona ketwina ku trade. There is nothing promising here. There is nothing promising until we see the Canadian dollar rally. That is when we are going to have a confirmation for smart trading entry. So neither still a mass of no trade, but I doubt if the Canadian dollar will just bounce back. I doubt, and I also doubt if the pound will change its mind. So the only pairs that we are looking at is really bullish. The only currencies I'm looking at, the dollar. The dollar is bullish. Then the Japanese yen is also bullish. The Australian dollar is consolidating, and the New Zealand dollar is dropping. I'm expecting bullishness above these highs for Swiss franc. So let's look for institutional levels below any currency pair awali Swiss franc as the base. So let's look at the CHF JPY, for example. CHF JPY, for example, the CHF JPY. The CHF JPY, for example, we have the 20 level right here. The 20 level right there. Then below the 20 level we have the 0 level. Leave this money alone, okay? So called like leave this liquidity here alone. First leave this liquidity here. First concentrate on the charts. You want to see the Swiss buy, and you want to see the Japanese yen drop to reprice. As soon as it buys here, you want to look for such a thing like the CHF card or AUD CHF, for example. This one is consolidating and the other one is doing what? Buying. So don't trade against the trend. Which one do you think? Okay, I don't know what we are missing. So what you're going to do is let's go and see if we have any kind of news coming ahead. We have okay, let me see, investing.com. Okay, waliwo oli agambye nti factory.com, FX Factory nayo ekola. So we shall be using both websites to analyze the future of these stocks. I hope that is the right spelling, FX Factory. Okay, now I don't understand what this one is. If you know the other website, you can type it down there. Those are ntademo bidala nyo. Seeing monthly payments. There is that website that Abdul Warid talked about. Now it gives you so let's go ahead and look at in the afternoon the New York Times if you have news. So in the afternoon the New York Times, Situa, we have news events. We have news events in the afternoon. So let's look at tomorrow. When is this? This is Tuesday. Okay, this line is what divides. So in 20 minutes, Brazil and so the dollar, we have news in 52 minutes. Then the New Zealand dollar, we also have news. Musawemo, the dollar, the same thing. The euro, we have a speech ku euro. The pound, we also have a speech. Okay. Then the Aussie, just katononyo. So pound, amaso ku pound. In 3 hours from now, that is around 7 o'clock in the night, Ugandan time, or maybe 19 hours afternoon. Okay, that is it maybe. That is it maybe for this one. Twina news, chocola, you watch these things. If the Japanese yen is buying and this one is selling, you compare the two. Okay, if this one is doing this, FX Forex Factory. Thank you, Forex Factory. forexfactory.com. forexfactory.com. Okay, let's wait and see. Okay, this one looks nice. So we had, this is Tuesday. Let's look at, okay, 10 a.m. I'm not familiar with this, but let's look at tomorrow, the next day, tomorrow. Okay, we have high volatility news expected on the dollar at 5 p.m. Then we have high volatility, we have a meeting. Okay, I don't know how to really, but you can always visit the two websites. I will have this one, let me put it in the description. One, see, let me have it as a FX Forex Factory, rather Factory, because I will need it in the future. Forex Factory. There. So I'm used to investing.com because it gives me if the analysis is done. Ndaba tumaze 1 hour here. We can still push it to the next 30 minutes. Tuvirewo dala sawa 10 net. Sawa 10 the afternoon Uganda time. Pound yen. The pound yen. Pound yen, pound yen, pound yen, pound yen. I hope you closed the other trade to GBP card. Okay, I hope you close the trade with GBP card because I don't want you to lose money. I don't want to see you losing money. Ganza kwa the signals. Okay, I don't want to see you lose money. Ganza kwa the signals. So GBP JPY. You can sell ku GBP JPY provided you use an institutional level. But again, market yakulese da yatulese emirundi ejiwera. We see it dropping now. This drop that you see here is because the Japanese yen is pushing high. Okay, Japanese yen here is buying. Wano. On my left hand side, corner wagulu. Okay, it is buying. The Aussie, the Australian dollar, finally it is showing us willingness to go low. Oli eyatuwadde AUD USD. You can look for opportunities to be long on AUD USD. Institutional levels zokozesa zokka. Oh, sorry, to be short, not long. We have this. Okay, you wait for price to come back. This was a 0 level, not an 80 level. 80 level, you know. So wait and see price. If price trades through and it comes back, you're good to go. Okay, why? Because the dollar is buying and the Australian dollar is showing us that eyagala kirira wansi. So the GBP JPY, the Japanese yen wano wagulu, the Japanese yen is bullish. Okay, the Japanese yen is buying here. Well, we are expecting if it takes this high, then it trades to the 72 level. It is okay. We are not the market makers. Then the pound is selling. Okay, the GBP is selling. Right here, the GBP is selling. So if it comes to this low as well here, okay, if it comes to this low down there, it is also fine. The dollar is trying to buy, the Canadian dollar is selling seriously. Okay, Canadian dollar is selling area serious. Okay, so that's why you have the GBP JPY. GBP JPY is dropping. Now, what you don't want to do is you don't want to have things like the USD JPY, because oyinza okomekerera nga ofunye a consolidation mu maaso eyo. Okay, that's why we're not talking about those pairs. That's why we are not looking at them now. Nera olaba tuli mu consolidation because the two are buying. Kati olaba wano USD JPY, let's look at midnight. That is midnight. Then if you want to look at the number of pips it has delivered since midnight, those are like 78 pips since midnight. And whereby if you look at the Euro JPY, ojja kwesanga nga yakuwadde nyingi. Okay, Euro JPY, ojja kwesanga Euro JPY yakuwadde pips nyingi nnyo okusinga USD JPY. That's why we don't trade currencies eziri mu position. So let's say this is 5th July, sawa mukaaga ezekiro. Right there, we want to compare the two. So eno elimu pips bibiri plus, wow, this is nice, pips bisatu almost. If you didn't take this trade, then I don't know. Okay, tewemulugunya nnyo, tewebuuza why you didn't. Everything happens for a reason, and you also have your time.